PMP is the perspective is from the project manager, okay, who is doing the project management. Okay, for ACP, the perspective is from the team. Okay, so how the team will use it. It is not written from the no Scrum Master for sure. No, it's not really written from the Scrum Master. It is written from the team perspective, how everyone can actually use the Agile model, how you need to deliver, how you need to do the product prioritization, how you need to have the leadership skills. Okay, so it's not necessarily from that angle that I see when I go through the content. Okay, like the focus of PMP is on the process. Okay, what are the things I need to do to deliver output, whereas here the focus is on why agility, the mindset to deliver value. Okay, so you can understand how to deliver the value sooner. Okay, the focus, what you get is the output, no result, that service, no product or result here in the PMP. Now I'm talking only about the agile part in the PMP. Okay, I'm not talking of the entire part. So the agile syllabus in the PMP introduces you to concepts of agile. Like there will be a definition of agile, there will be, okay, talking about product prioritization, there might be 3 techniques of product prioritization. Okay, it is touching on the superficial level. Okay, it gives you a breadth of some agile concept. You know what happens in the agile world, how it is different from this PMP world. So that's something which definitely you will get in the thing. So you will get an introduction, a peek inside, you get a round tour about a new thing called Agile from the PMP. You understand things, why we are doing. But the deep dive of agility is not taken in the PMP Agile syllabus. Okay, how to implement Agile. Okay, what are the things to implement, how to implement, what to do, how to understand metrics of Agile, whether we are doing good, wrong. So that is kind of missing. So in the PMP, there is no structure of, there is a spread out. Okay, the idea is to get you well versed with some knowledge about Agile. Here, there is a good streamlining and compact flow. You can connect the dots. And I think it's up to the instructor to do that as well. Agile is such a thing that you need a mentor, especially when you are new to that. You need hand holding. Okay. A good instructor can make gold out of the PMI-ACP. But if you have, okay, reading the slides, I think the instructor doesn't understand why we need to do Agile, what are the benefits of doing Agile, why that concept of Agile, then you are doing the same thing with new terms, which doesn't help you a lot, right? So I think from knowledge as well as application, new concepts like Scrum, Lean, Kanban, I think ACP talks really to the point and from the implementation point of view. I think PMP is wonderfully practical, applicable. I think many project managers who come, the wow factor is there. They unlearn some things, they address their gaps, and they go to their workplace and do that. I think wonderful. I think PMP is a proven catalyst. No two doubts about that. But the agile part, is not really wholesome, because that's not the focus of the PMP agile. It's just to make you aware of the knowledge. But I think the PMI-ACP tells you about how to implement agility with a good focus on mindset. I have used the word here, okay, limited by framework. So PMP is like a framework which has a set agenda. Okay, you have that 35 hours contact with the 7 lessons. You need to do this. Here, I'm instilling an idea with you about how to do agility. Agility is enabled by almost 200 practices, and you can actually choose more. Like disciplined agile has 1860 options to do. Okay, so the you can actually experience new ways of working in agile. Like, if you get that feeling, okay, I think you are going on the path of agility. So I think it is of course it has a agenda in terms of what needs to be done, but the idea is you can talk a lot of many things in ACP. Okay, you can't be limited by a certain thing. Okay, I'm sure you have questions, and I'm happy to answer your questions on this, right? When it comes to PMP versus ACP on other things, right? When I use the project management, now PMP is more focusing with a hybrid model with the Agile as well. But when there are projects with stakeholders and you need to actually deliver an output, okay, no PMP works, okay. But I'm just subtly differentiating, okay. But there are project teams who wants new ways to do improvements and deliver the value to the customer. Okay, sooner or later is a different question, but that's where you can actually know ACP might make a better difference. So see where you want to apply things, right? The course, okay, I have another slide where PMI says who for this course is, but according to me, the practitioner aspirants of project management, many companies today are in fact, okay, doing the way project management is we have been talking. Uh, Although many people say that we are doing agile, I do not see they have a mindset. Now my exposure is probably more limited towards Indian companies, towards certain Indian companies, so just forgive me if I'm not got the right sample for that. But yes, okay, this course according to me should be done of PMI ACP by the entire organization. I want everyone in the company to have a agile mindset to deliver a value to a customer. I can't just have a development team doing agile, having agile mindset, but the operations, product teams, the portfolio teams, the marketing, sales team do not have agile. Okay, if they are part of the value system, value stream, right? So, okay, the key skills are different. Okay, here the focus is different, the syllabus is different. Okay, so you can actually say that, okay, I am 100% ProThoughts, bread and butter is PMP, and I you get fantastic value after the PMP. So no, a better, excellent project manager. I think everyone should do the PMP. It's a gold standard, reputed. Many organizations have worked wonders, but you get a project manager with gaps. Okay, no, he understands a project manager when it comes to PM. What are the gaps and how to learn, unlearn, and come better after the training to apply it in the workplace with good knowledge about agility. Whereas the ACP, okay, you have, okay, a better understanding of what is agility, why agility, when to apply, when not to apply, is all from PMI-ACP. Okay, so although there is a little overlap in terms of concept, I think they're addressing two different things altogether. So it's very complementary. These are more technical differences. Okay, no, ACP according to me is not stricter as PMP. PMP requires like 3 years, and there is a eligibility criteria. ACP has a little relaxed, if you can say, eligibility criteria. I'm talking of relatively with PMP. The cost is almost the same in terms of the training and the examination. The study time, I think, is generally a little shorter if you get the concept of agile right. And demand, I think PMP is really high. I would definitely advocate PMP. Agile is definitely growing. Many organizations are now taking into hybrid or pure agile models. So that's what I will suggest on the the technical nature of the things.